right, ladies, we're back for another episode on the Weight Loss for Women 40 Plus podcast with Josh. Let's hook in. So today, I'm coming at this fucking head on, million miles an hour. Today's episode is called Fuck Your Feelings, Do It Anyway. So, coaching isn't just about being nice to people. Don't get me wrong. You gotta treat people with respect. You've got to take into consideration what's going on in their lifestyle. But at some point, some people just need a little bit of, I wouldn't say stern, but I'd say a solid talking to. There needs to be a little bit of stop being a little baby and start doing it. Because ladies, I can tell you right now, after working with thousands of clients, seeing tens of thousands of kilograms lost, I don't just mean a couple of kilos, I mean our clients would have easily lost 20, 25,000 kilograms. After working with so many people, seeing so many results, you have to have a lot of conversations. Now, what a lot of coaches don't understand, that really high quality coaching isn't creating a client a meal plan or an exercise routine or telling them how many fucking reps to do in the gym. That is not good quality coaching. That is the fucking bare minimum. You've got to understand that there's different levels to coaches. No different to there's different levels to what you do at work. Let's say, I'm just going to pick one of our clients. She's a cleaner. Now, does that mean all cleaners are exactly the same? They do the same amount of effort, same result, same outcome every time they clean? Absolutely fucking not. The difference between the lady that cleans around the vase that's sitting on the bench and the lady that picks the fucking vase up and cleans underneath it, there is a big difference between the outcomes that those two ladies get, or the attention to detail. Just because you're labeled a coach or a cleaner or an admin or a fucking marketing person doesn't mean you get the same result as everybody else. No doctors are all the same. Some are really fucking good and some are fucking useless. We've all experienced people that are good at their job, great at their job, and fucking pitiful at their job. And us coaches fall into the same category. So coaching, let's go through the fucking bare minimum. A little bit of a sidebar, bear with me. The bare minimum of your coach, they should provide you with resources around what you need to eat, how much you need to eat. They should give you meals and recipes. They should give you structure. Working out, when to work out, how much to work out, workouts to do, how many reps, how long, what are the rest breaks, sets. These should be the bare fucking minimum. That's not, oh my God, my coach is amazing because he gives me all this stuff. No, that is the bare fucking minimum. No different to when I go to the doctor. The bare minimum is I should walk in, I should be having an appointment that is on time because that's what we agreed to. I booked the time, so you should be on time when I make that booking. And when I go in there, I should be greeted, but also the doctor should ask me questions to diagnose my problem and then provide a solution. That's not good service. That's the fucking bare minimum. That is what they're paid to do. Now, good service would be going over and above. Oh my God, Josh, haven't seen you forever. Oh, how's work? You said that you were doing this last time. Are you still doing it? I'll be like, this motherfucker has paid attention. Oh my God, I love that. Hey, look, Josh, I understand that we're running a couple of minutes late. I do apologize for that. Normally we are on time. Hey, to make up for it, here I'm going to give you XYZ, or I'm going to give you a discount. That would be over and above service. Someone that does the bare fucking minimum of their job, which is just providing the service they're meant to, and then doing a little bit extra. That is how you know if you have a good coach or someone who is just doing the bare fucking minimum. And the bare fucking minimum is what is the normal standard. Like, let me explain that a little bit further. The minimum service you should get from someone is of equal value to what you paid. So if I paid for someone to clean my house, the bare fucking minimum standard should be they clean my house to a good standard. That should be the minimum. Then them going over and above is going over and above. What you pay for is what you get, normally. Okay, so leading into what I'm talking about, where I said, fuck your feelings and do it anyway, a good coach doesn't just do the resources and the tools and the strategy. They understand human beings in interpersonal relationships. They understand how to communicate properly, how to drive motivation of their clients, how to get clients to move forward even if they think that they can't move forward. That is what an exceptional coach will do. A client can come in, oh my God, the world's fucking falling down. I'm so stressed out. And by the end of that conversation, they're like, you know what? I'm still going to do my tasks. I'm still going to do what I need to do to get the outcome that I want to get. Because a good coach understands communication and human beings. If we really, really boil down this job, coaching is working with other human beings. It's getting them to make progress where they may have not made progress if they did it on their own. Otherwise, why the fuck else would you pay for a coach if you could just do it by yourself? It would be insane. You wouldn't. So if we all had the skills of everything in life, we wouldn't need to outsource anything. But the thing is, we don't have all the answers to every problem in every specific part of our life. This is why there are people that do certain things for a fucking living, because they are good at what they're good at, and you are good at what you're good at. And a lot of times these things don't overlap. That is why I like outsourcing problems. I want to outsource it to an expert because they for sure as shit can do it faster, better, and more effective than I could do it by myself. Otherwise, I'd be the world's best jack of all trades, which I am not. Nobody is. So a good coach will have conversations with their client. They're not going to berate them. They're not going to make them feel guilty, talk down to them, make them feel like a piece of shit. A good coach is going to motivate and pull the right levers to move forward. But you have a responsibility as a client as well. You cannot just be an asshole fucking client, kicking and screaming, banging your hands on the ground, kicking your feet, having tantrums, and expect to get results. There is a responsibility as a client to show the fuck up and do the work. The best example I have for a good coaching client dynamic is we've all seen the pro golfers, PGA Tour, smacking golf balls, putting, all that bullshit. I'm not a big golf person. But the pro golfer has a caddy. A caddy is the person that follows them around. And the caddy's job is to make suggestions because they know the course. They know the distances. They know how many fucking par 3, par 5. They know what each golf course is and each hole. So they can provide suggestions to the pro golfer. But at the end of the day, the pro golfer, which is the client, has to do the work ultimately. So the caddy can make the world's best recommendations, but if you don't execute, then that's not on the caddy. It's not the caddy's fault if you chose the wrong club and decided to bash the shit out of the ball when you should have been putting it in. So there has to be a responsibility for both parties. Coaches are understanding, they get it, they understand life happens. Life is not rainbows and unicorns and fucking sunshine every day. We know that, you know that, everybody knows it. Les Brown, motivational speaker, he says, look, we're either leaving the storm, entering the next one, or in the middle of the current one. So at all times, there is something either happening or it's on the horizon, or you've just finished it. But there's going to be something next down the line. And that's normal. We all know that. We shouldn't be surprised when weird shit happens out of nowhere, because in the last 40, 50, 60 years of your life on this earth, you've probably had some random shit come out of nowhere that fucked your shit up. It's normal. It happens to all of us. It is part of life. It's to be expected. There shouldn't be many surprises left once you've been on this earth for at least 30, 40 years. So, part of coaching is also, actually, the secret of coaching is actually this. It's empowering clients. That is the main thing a very good coach will do. The one outcome that we really want from coaching is to empower the client to get the result. Now, that could be through motivation, it could be through resources, it could be through strategy, tactics, meal plans, exercise programs, hints and tips and tricks and secrets, all that kind of good stuff. But ultimately, we want to empower the client because the client has to be the one that does the work. And there are going to be plenty of days where you do not want to do it. And what I say to that is, don't be a little bitch. Seriously. And the way that I'm talking to you right now is the way that I talk to my coaches. It's the way that I talk to myself. It's the way that my mentors talk to me. It's like, at the end of the day, we're all adults. And if you don't want to do it, well, don't fucking do it. But don't piss and moan about not getting results if you have been the person that didn't do what needed to be done. And I can promise you right now, there are many, many things that you do in your life every single day for other people that you don't want to do, but you do it anyway. But for whatever reason, when it comes to doing something for yourself, like you are the fucking cheerleader for everybody else. You are the one giving everybody the high fives, the pat on the backs. You're pushing people to be their best. Your kids, your grandkids, your friends, your partner, your work colleagues. But at some point, you got to do it for yourself. And that means stop being a little bit of a bitch and fucking do the workout that you don't want to do. Do the walk regardless of if you're tired. Because the outcome that you want is not going to happen unless you do the actions that lead to getting the result. And how you feel about the process has nothing to do with if you can or cannot do it. Do you know why discipline is hard? It's because it's fucking hard. There's no easy way to be disciplined. Discipline is not ever meant to be easy. There's no amount of doing it over and over and over and over again that is going to make it easy. Discipline is difficult. It always has been. It always will be. And it is a hard part of the fucking game. But it is the game. You cannot change those rules. No matter how much you want to have that be different for you, it just is never going to work like that. So at some point you've got to be like, man, I don't feel like doing it, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm so sick and tired of feeling like a piece of shit that I'd rather just push through my uncomfortability and do it regardless. Like every other fucking woman that has done our program, there have been times where it's easy, there have been times where it's very difficult, and there have been times where it's so-so. How you feel about working out, how you feel about eating the food has no impact on if you can or cannot do it. I have ladies that have a positive mindset, they lose all their weight. And I have ladies that have a fucking god-awful attitude and mindset and lose all of their weight. You don't have to think a certain way to lose weight. You could be happy as Larry doing the workouts, or you could be as angry as you want to be doing the workouts. You can say in the mirror, you're beautiful, you're lovely, you're amazing, you're an inspiration, and go about your day. Or you can look in the mirror and go, you're a fucking piece of shit. You're fucking disgusting. It's nothing I like about you. And if you still do what you need to do, you will lose weight. You don't need to think a certain way or be a certain way or feel a certain way to do the tasks. The tasks are binary. You either did them or you didn't do them. There's no other secret to the mindset other than fuck your feelings and do it anyway. Because if it doesn't get done, you don't get the outcome. You can be a happy person and sit on the couch every day and be overweight, or you could be an unhappy person and exercise every day and lose the weight. Which would you rather be? What would you rather have at the end of the day? I'm sure as shit thinking that if you lost weight and you started feeling better about yourself, your mood would probably improve. You'd probably have a bit more confidence. If you started wearing the clothes that you feel proud in, your self-esteem would probably come up as well. So it's just going to be one of those things where a good coach is going to do it in probably a nicer way than I just did it right now. There's probably a little bit more finesse there. But some ladies need that fucking boom, that direct hit. And they're like, you know what? Yeah, I've been a little bit of a bitch and I need to just fucking do it. Because I've got no doubt in the world you're doing shit for other people that you don't want to do and you're pissing and moaning about it, but you're still getting it done. So you have already proved to yourself that you can do it. You do it at work, regardless of how you feel. You even do it at home and you don't get paid. Do you know why you do it when you don't get paid? It's because it needs to be done and nobody's going to do it unless you do it. And that is no different to your weight loss. So, if you're like, if that struck a chord with you, then maybe it's time to get a coach. I do not even care if it's not with us. I'm sure there are other good coaches out there, I've got no doubt. But if you keep running into the same problem week after week, month after month, year after year, if you're that person that says the same fucking bullshit every new year, new me, I'm going to be different this year, and you haven't done it, you, my friend, need a coach. You need someone who's going to be actually guiding you to that result. We have worked with thousands of ladies. There is well over 300 women doing this program right now as we speak, and they are doing good. Easy done. All right, ladies, that's enough for today. I will see you in the next one.